Now, you might be wondering, hey, what's the difference between the Pro model and the regular V99 model? And there's not a lot of difference physically. This guy here is just a millimeter or two taller this way, and that's probably more for control electronics. The displays are a little different. This display here has kind of a percentage indicator, whereas this guy has this percent with the circle around it. So that's probably the easiest way to tell them apart, just by looking at the front display. Is, does it have the circular indicator or does it have to have the percentage mark? Also, the ports are different. So on this guy here, we have two USB-C ports, and with this guy here, there's only a single USB-C port that's an in-out port, and then the USB-A and the two DC voltages. So really, the major difference between these two is the additional USB-C output port. Now, looking at the specs, I'll have to compare a little closer, but I believe the actual capacity of the batteries and all of the input-output amperages are basically the same. Both of them claim in and out at 100 watts on USB-C. My suspicion here is the main difference is the electronics. I've done a review on this guy already, so you can find a link to that as well. So this guy is all aluminum construction for the case. So this black part on the back and the green part here are both made out of aluminum. The front panel, I believe, is plastic, and the actual screen is just that little rectangle there behind that plastic. Now, the non-Pro model is all plastic for the entire case. The size of the screen, the little rectangle there, is about the same, but there's plastic down here, whereas this guy kind of has that clear plastic going all the way down. So that's another clear visual difference between the regular and the Pro model. So the Pro version here offers, in above and beyond the regular version, the extra USB-C port. That's really, as far as I've found, the only real benefit is that extra USB-C port, the battery cover here with that little notch that holds it out of the way. It's a metal case instead of a plastic case, but really, unless you need that extra USB-C port, I think the non-Pro version is just as good as this guy.